On September 5th, 2019, Nintendo released a brand new service that allows us to play SNES games on their Nintendo Switch Online service. We got 20 of the best SNES games. 19 of the best SNES games. Come on! Now, to be fair, it's actually really hard narrowing down the best games out of this small list because there are some truly quality titles in this group. No, wait. Seriously. Nintendo did a really good job of selecting the games, like the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, for example. Wait, what? It's not here. Here are the best games you need to play. Do you guys hear that? Yeah, Nintendo just birthed an entire new genre of games. Super Mario Kart. Yes. The daddy. The big kahuna of an entire subgenre of racing games. This is the origin of the wacky kart subgenre with its unique style and introduction of items. When you say Mario Kart, people know what you're talking about. This game was the 4th best-selling video game on the SNES during its time, and if you haven't played a Mario Kart game ever, get Mario Kart 8. And then come back to Super Mario Kart and give it a whirl. Now, right off the bat, you are greeted to a classic Mario lineup. You hop into the race and then, it's Mario Kart. Now, I know this is going to be a little bit scary, but this game actually focuses more on driving skill than the newer games. Courses have sharp turns and are littered with natural obstacles, and you really get punished for going off track. There's less emphasis on item play, and items such as feathers are used to help you jump over walls for shortcuts. Oh, and there's no blue shell, so yeah. And a lot of the items are actually unique to each CPU character. Oh, yeah, and items came from the ground. I'm glad they changed that. If anything, play just to see the history of Mario Kart. The battle mode originated from this game. Play on the original Rainbow Road. You ever play a modern Mario Kart game and said, yeah, I never played that retro track before? Check out where the track originated from, just to appreciate how well those levels have been remade. Even though this is the first Mario Kart, you still can't go wrong with it. Go out and enjoy it. Super Mario World. Nintendo's premier franchise entered the 16-bit era and right off the bat set the bar for platformers. At its core, it's a plumber riding a dinosaur. And it works. The formula is the same, so why is this game always considered up there with the classic video games? Well, solid controls, elegant level designs, great art style, satisfying sound effects, a solid challenge, and it all just works so well together. This game improves upon the foundation this series was built upon from the NES era. Except now, you get a Yoshi, and you punch its head to make its tongue go out. Now, what is a Yoshi? Regardless if you think it's a dinosaur, a cat, a dog, an iguana, what people knew is that it could swallow enemies, and it's an extra jump. With your newfound friend, you explore solid platforming worlds, and underwater levels actually felt almost okay for the first time ever. In this world, there are levels with secret exits, secret levels from those secret exits, a secret world. Maybe it's not a secret, but it's an entire new area that has secret levels based on those secret exits that you initially secretly exited from. There are even hidden switches around the world that allow you to change levels when you hit them, which can evolve both old and new levels. This game even taught me about sports. Mario even impersonates a Snorlax. This is just an incredible crafted adventure, and nothing about the game seems unnecessary. This game makes platforming continue to be a joy. Hailed as one of the best Mario games of all time, give this one a go. And Mario demolishes buildings as well too. Super Soccer! Just kidding. Trihix! Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. For the next big, or small, Mario game sequel on the SNES, Nintendo said nope to this. And yup to this. So I'm pretty sure the lore is that a bunch of dinosaurs got together, found a baby, decided to perform a relay race, and with a twist where you have to carry the baby on your back. It's sort of like that relay race where people put spoons in their mouths, carrying an egg. Yeah, this is kind of like it, except you just don't want to crack the baby. At least in this sequel, Nintendo doesn't pull a Zelda 1 to Zelda 2 genre switch. This Yoshi featured game is still a solid platformer, and Yoshi using its massive fruit by the foot tongue to eat enemies and savagely spitting them out to pop other enemies feels good. The gameplay style is unique and somehow still satisfactory to play. You can often tie Yoshi games with a unique art style, and Yoshi's Island just made this game look like it came out of a coloring book. For the first main entry of a Yoshi game, they got so much right. Now at its core, the level design is go from point A to point B, but there's a heavy emphasis to go and explore the different winding paths due to the different collectibles you are scored on at the end of each level. And that itself offers a ton of replayability. The soundtrack is gorgeous, except for this. Yoshi can turn into a helicopter, he can turn into putt-putt. This game has a cute charm to it. As a side note, I have to recommend watching a 100% speedrun of this game. The game flows like butter when it is ran well, and actually brought me into watching speedruns. At the end of the day though, Nintendo took a risk with this game, and it pays off as one of the best Super Nintendo games of all time. How did we go from cute to this? With music that could fit on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you know this is gonna be a good game. Super Metroid. The third installment into the Metroid series. Do you notice a trend going on here? A lot of these games on this list cement and define a gaming genre, and Super Metroid is no different. This game helped coin the term Metroidvania. Ori and Hollow Knight may not even exist if it weren't for Super Metroid. Anyways, let's get right into it. Quick backstory, you are a bounty hunter. You go pew 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 pew. You fight big things, you fight bigger things, you destroy the ecosystem, and then you bail out. Oh, and I guess you could save some animals or something. Oh, I just might have spoiled the game. Let's be honest though. This game polished all of that pew pew fighting. In fact, Super Metroid defined the look and feel of the entire Metroid series to come. Now, you went from this to Now, you learn quick what you can and can't do, where you can go and where you can't go. This game perfected the idea of upgrading bit by bit, opening up an interconnected world. Now enemies litter the map, bosses are hidden in corners. You're limited to where you can explore until you actually discover those upgrades that not only unlock a new part of the map, but can help you fight tougher enemies. This game is carefully crafted to encourage experimentation. Figuring out how to use your new upgrades at hand is part of the fun itself. Modern day games try to capture the essence of Super Metroid, but only Super Metroid can offer the original experience, and you owe it to yourself to take a look at this classic SNES game. Come on and slam.
Hey.
And welcome to the jam.
Hey.
Come on and slam.
Hey.
If you wanna jam.
Hey.
To be honest, I couldn't really think of a better intro for this next game. 'Cause it's frickin' Zelda. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. This game made Zelda Zelda. It is the defining adventure game, and is often cited as the best SNES game of all time. Right off the bat, you're thrown into the action. You go through a mini dungeon, save the princess at the start of the game. Wait, did I win? And after a little bit of dialogue, you're free to explore the world. And oh boy, there's definitely a lot of freedom. It truly feels like you're on an adventure. Every part of the world you explore and there's something to do, something to see. That only adds to the mystery of the world and encourages exploration. Too common in games, there is space wasted within a game world. Even finding a hole in the wall is exciting because who knows what's hidden in that cave. Oh, nothing here. The attention to the gameplay, the effortless flow from calm to intense feels natural. The tempo of the game is well paced. Now, the real question is, did this game age well? Yes. Yeah, it did. The sprite work looks great. Well-balanced enemies, dungeons are more fleshed out here, and you have an entire second world to explore. The twist for this game is that you can explore an entire parallel universe called the Dark World for an already memorable map. Creatures are monsters. Trees are, well, more messed up trees. It's like finding out World of Warcraft has a second continent. Yup.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure the Dark World transforms you into your innermost desires. And I think we get a pretty clear idea of what Link likes.
This game is nearly 30 years old, and it holds up with the 2D clones you see today. If you haven't played this game before, drop your mocha latte coffee espressochino, my Zoomer Boomer friend, and boot this game up. And if you grew up and your parents didn't drive you to rent this game at your local Blockbuster, now's your chance to drive yourself to the nearest store and buy a Nintendo Switch and play this game for yourself.
And there you have it, some of the best Super Nintendo games you could play right now on your Nintendo Switch. And it would be a disservice to yourself for not playing these titles. Except, where's my Donkey Kong, Nintendo?